Oh boy. 33% nerf.
Yep.
Get fucked.
That's not the best. This is
Let's see.
So these changes apply on the base values of the items and all that as well.
Ouch. So armor and evasion gets buffed on all the hybrids.
Yep. Well, all body equipment at higher levels gets 20% more base.
That will help a little bit.
Thing. So, for example, Shavs goes from 450 to 350.
Ooh, 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 that fucking hurts.
Yeah.
Chaos Ignite no longer has a multiplier. Ooh,
Yep.
Bodied.
You can't
You
get.
can no longer get
AES
20 on rings.
which
Get
makes
fucked.
fucking sense because that was insane.
Dude, that means whoever has those crafted 20s right now are fucking rich. This gets nerfed.
Yeah, 33%.
33% lower at 20. I guess ES recharge rate. I guess it's a not really good
But
trade.
I mean, according to their estimates, if you balance offense and defense, you can still get like 15k ES. So it's like, you know, not that it's like still really big, but that's why these next changes are really good. They've changed Valpact and Ghost Reaver.
Yeah, I mean, I said they had to be done.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
15K.
we've always said.
Like,
that
okay, real talk. 15K, like, maybe if you are geared to the hilt,
yeah,
you can get 15K. Like, dude, people now with the crazy gear get 12. Like, you're talking like no.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking it'll probably go down to like 8, 9, which would be
Yeah,
like.
I think you're gonna have 9. I think like capped out. It's gonna cap at 9 now. I'm thinking just straight
maybe
up 8 to 9.
8 to 9, yep.
I think normal characters will have about 6. Like realistic people will have 6. Which.
So yeah.
Wonk, wonk,
Did you read Valpact?
Yep.
This is
fucked.
good. I'm really happy about that change. And Ghost Reaver is whatever.
I like how it's like Valpact trivialized. You mean the fact that you can take 10k damage, hit one time, and be back to full health?
Yep.
You mean that trivialized?
So Ghost Reaver, the change is kind of weird. So it's like instead of changing it, they just added a penalty for ES. So it's like we added a multiplier to energy shield's recharge rate to the keystone. So it's like you recharge slower.
Yeah.
But instead you get to leech.
Yeah, so basically what it is Valpact is now only for life. And Ghost Reaver is now basically Valpact.
Which raises the question, are they going to move it on the tree?
Valpact?
Yeah.
I hope they do. I think it needs to go back to it. If they're going to do it that way, Valpact needs to go back to its old
position. Because now it's in the part of the
Duelist.
tree where life builds are extremely scarce.
Yeah, like I said, I would switch it right back to where it was in Duelist.
Yep.
Probably the southern part between Duelist and Ranger. That's where I put it. It'd be basically that corner. Thinking Zeo's already in the other corner by Templar, so there's no point in putting between Marauder and Templar, just because Blood Magic's there. So just
or Templar and
Duelist.
Oh yeah, but Templar and Duelist. I mean, Marauder and Duelist is Blood Magic.
Blood Magic.
I think if it was just straight up on Duelist, like right, smack bottom middle, it would make sense because then Ranger, who still sometimes go life, can try and go down right and go down to Duelist and pick it up, and then Marauder and Templar, because Templar still often will go life, so it's like it's not too much, because if you go all the way from Templar to like mid to Ranger, that's a long travel. At that point, it's like almost worse than it used to be.
No, I put it like, let me see the exact spot. It's near the, what I call right now, the corner clusterfuck of Ranger Duelist. So it'd be right, I'd basically move it to pretty much where between like arrow dancing and point blank are. Basically that corner. So it would be for Duelist, Duelist would have easy access to it. Ranger would have easy access to it. Scion would have easy access to it. Marauder would have fairly easy access to it. Templar kind of gets fucked, but I honestly think Templar, because it does have access to the ES side, it can go mind over matter. It gives it a little bit of difference. So I think like that general area, like bottom right corner is where they just need to move it. Instead of between Shadow and Range.
Why is the official passive skill tree so fucking slow to load?
Let's see. Zeo, no changes. But we may try changes during beta. Zeo is the least useful of all of them. Like, it doesn't need to change. It's not good.
So, like, around...
It's like...
Okay. Yeah, so around...
Yeah, between, like, arrow dancing and, like, point blank, that general region is probably where I put it. Like, really right between Duelist and Ranger. Like, because, like, Ranger... It makes sense for, like... the leech class that is Duelist to have Volvac as an option.
Yeah, no, it does.
Instead of it being, hey, Duelist, travel to an area you don't give a shit about if you ever want this.
Give it
or
to
Marauder.
Give it to
Don't ever take it.
Give it to Scion so they have, like, an excuse to, you know, pretend that's still a class.
No.
Okay, so okay, next is the mastercrafting changes. So they're increasing what you can mastercraft as flat ES.
Good, because it was terrible before.
Yeah,
it was
so now you can actually
joke.
try and craft like a gear a bit, which is very nice.
Yeah, that actually, because it never made sense. It's like 18. It's like, what the fuck is 18 gonna do?
And finally, the new item mod that allows you to have even more life. Which is very nice.
Oh, armor max life roll?
Yeah.
That is really good. That does scare me a little bit. I mean, it's good because I already thought armor life was stupid in the sense that you basically only needed one mod, and that was it. Like, oh, it has life. Does it have any resist? It's a usable piece.
Yeah, now it makes crafting
a little bit harder.
Did they say? Yeah, it's a prefix. Okay, so it makes a little bit harder, but also a little bit more. Like, you have more of a potential to kind of get, you know, a better item out. So I think that's good, honestly. Especially because the armor values are still pretty low. Like 120 armor. I mean, it's nice, but like...
Well, I mean, you think about it, it makes the perfect armor piece that no one gives a shit unless they then tell us, oh, by the way, armor and evasion are less shit. Because it's like, okay, you get... Oh, no, because you lost two... Well, yeah, because you lost two rolls. Because you would want life, / armor, and then big beefy % armor. So it would be, you get a shit ton of life, less armor... Yeah. Or you go for, like, tier 1 normal life, big flat. Well, no, I mean, no, it sucks no matter which way you do. But no, I mean, you're just going to, who gives a shit? You're just going to go max life.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that it's nice to have, like, that little bit of push extra that you can do. Because, you know, just having that extra, like, 20 life on most of your gear is going to be nice, you know, because you have, like, 20 life, an extra 24 on boots, on gloves, on, like, say you roll lowest on, like, helmet and chest, and I don't know, I'm assuming it's just those 4 pieces. So if it's those 4 that you can get, oh, I guess you could get them on shields as well, but...
Did you read the last paragraph? That's some tasty changes.
Yeah, so they're changing the... Now that hybrid things will be able to roll combined mod. So hybrid armors have lower potential rating.
How about the new suffixes? Tasty.
Wait. But I'm not there yet. I was been waiting for you, dude. Keeping close eye on this changing, but okay, yeah. So this is just like for hybrid armors to be guaranteed to roll like a mod that's effective for both. But I feel like it also means that you can't really focus on one mod over the other.
No one is ever gonna go hybrid. Basically. Like hybrid defense is shit. Yeah. It's always been shit. Will forever be shit.
Adding a series of new suffix modifiers to everybody. Like, I feel like they had to not give it the 75% of value. Just have like hybrid be okay. Well, it's good because it uses both things. Because the thing is, you can't like it's such an investment in the tree to be able to fully utilize both the values you get from your armor. So if on top of that, the actual like affixes on the item are weaker than you would get in the normal value that you are maximally buffing through your passive tree.
Well, it's more like the problem is it's like the amount of work you'd have to do to have, let's say, max block, max evasion, like max dodge is so absurd. The tree punishes you for even trying to do it. Mm-hmm. So it's just like Yeah, sure. How about if you want to try that route? How about Acro no longer has, I don't know, the reduction to block and armor?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
maybe then people would consider that hybrid life. Otherwise, it's like I can be shitty at two things and get one shot, or I can be really good at one thing and hope to God I don't get one shot.
A lot of changes. Yes. Yeah. The new I did roll additional dodge chance, roll additional physical damage reduction. Those are very nice.
Yeah, and ES recharge rate might be okay.
ES recharge rate is just a very nice quality of life thing, because it means you run from pack to pack and you recharge more, and especially since you don't have Vault Pact anymore to just hit a pack, you're back to full. Now it's actually a bit more, interesting to have it. It's like, it's a dead stat now because of Vault Pact. Without Vault Pact, the stat is much more interesting. I don't know.
Like, I want to see the changes. Like, I like the changes to ES. I think it's solid. I want to see changes. Like you said, this is like half the problem. The other half of the problem is, okay, armor and evasion suck. They're atrocious. No one even cares what they are. You could have 1 billion armor on a piece. No one cares. Because it does nothing. You're still going to get one shot by a volatile. So it's like, I don't know what they have to do. I'm worried if they go the lazy route where it's just like, oh, it blocks all damage. Then it's a problem because an armor is the best.
I don't know. I mean,
but it's a good start.
Yeah, this is a good start, and like as I said, a lot of things that they're going to be testing out during beta and stuff like that. And like we're getting these development things every like couple of days or almost every week at this point, so it's pretty good. Like, I'm looking forward to the next one, and we'll see. Maybe they explain. I feel like the next one, they might address if they're going to do some changes on the tree for, like, life. Because right now, it's like all the changes on tree were only about ES. But I wonder if they're actually going to try and do some changes on tree about life or not. I don't know. They might also just be trying to only reduce ES because they're trying to make it that no build can trivialize content and everything actually gets harder to do. It's kind of the feeling I'm getting from like their explanation as to why it's changed, is they don't want people to just be able to walk in, never die and just kind of do the thing. So it's also possible they're just trying to downgrade ES, but not trying to up life too much, because to them life is the appropriate amount of challenge that you get by, still being really risky and potentially dying. I don't know. We'll see. But for now,
I think it helps. I think it makes ES a little bit more interesting. It means Soul Strike probably gets more love.
Do you think they should increase?
I think that's going to be your route now. I think more builds are going to go like heavy ES recharge, and that's how they're going to survive.
You think they should increase the craft of life, since they increased the craft of ES, like flat life? I'm saying.
Nah, I thought life was always fine. I mean,
think it's fine.
It's always supposed to be a cushion. I mean, you think about it, yeah, tier 1 is 109. I think the top roll on a craft is 64. So it's a half effective, but you're guaranteed it. It's a good little sustainer, kind of in between points. So I think it's fine because, I mean, think of it this way. Let's say you're crafting armor and you hit the hybrid, but you don't hit the normal one. So you're getting 90 life on an armor. Pretty good start for just a 4 chaos investment. It's not supposed to be GG tier anyway, so I'm like, nah. 60 is fine. 64 is plenty of life for metacraft, just basic crafting.
Yeah, I was just wondering what you thought about it.
But like I said, I do think like things like Soul Strike, Zergle's Crank are probably going to be much more the way, looking at these changes. Because they said all it says is that Ghost Reaver adds a downgrade multiplier. So,
but the thing with that is, I don't even know how many people are going to be interested in Ghost Reaver since Leech, because like 90% of the people who took Ghost Reaver only took it because they took Vault Pact.
Well, what I'm saying is that if you can get enough recharge rate that the penalty doesn't really mean jack shit, you're not really giving up. Either that or people are going to go pure recharge rate where they have like 200% recharge. And it's going to be because I mean, you think about it. What's recharge time? 2 seconds, I think. like 1.5, 2 seconds. You jack that up by like over 100%. You're down to 1 second recharge.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, don't get hit for 1 second.
We're going to recharge in a certain period of time. Default is 2 seconds.
Yeah, so I mean, think about if you use a good soul strike with, or, you know, a cultist gets an indirect buff because they just have to hit the 2 seconds and they're fine. Or you go, you know, crank builds can might be more popular just because it is that, you know, crank plus a cultist equals really hard to kill.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that's gonna be the plan. You're just gonna have to shoot for max speed because you got no leech.
Plus, rolling it on armor as well. We'll have to see what the values are for the suffix. But if you can roll a decent amount of armor and, you know, make some... I think you're going to see some builds that are just going to bring the recharge really, really low.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's why I think it's a direct buff, or indirect buff to occultist.
Yeah,
because Wicked Ward is going to be insane now.
It's like a meta like change towards them.
Low life got fucked though. Good God.
Well, I mean, low life was always supposed to be a big fucking...
Dude, low life was already the struggle. Now it's really the struggle. Because it's like, you relied on that big beefy ES. Now you're like, rip 33% of it. So now you're going to have like low life builds with basically like 4k ES.
I'm hoping they do something to address necro supports for that. Because they're going to be really, really in a hard spot if they want to go low life support. Because, like, Guardian supports is fine. You give yourself a crap ton of fucking ES, right? With your mana reservation. But Necro support, you don't. So.
Yeah, Necro support's going to have to really live the bitch boy life.
I don't know.
Like, they're going to have to
just
be
change
like...
something.
They're going to have to bitch out so hard. They're going to be like, yeah, I'm just not going to... I'm going to be at the corner of the screen.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Because, like, on top of that radius, I mean, Aura Radius got nerfed in the AoE nerf, and, like, all the bosses nowadays, just, like, the big bosses where you actually kind of want to support, they hit the whole fucking screen anyway, with all kinds of different AoEs. If you're just sitting around with, like, 4k EHP, I mean, sure, your resists are good, but, like, I don't know, we'll have to see, but, like, I really think Necro support is going to need some kind of help.
Yeah, I think support period is going to need help. Like, all support's going to need help.
Guardian, I think Guardian's going to be okay. Because Guardian, as I said, he gives himself...
the immortal one.
Yeah, because Guardian gives himself a shit ton of ES. Anyway,
well, it's not even the fact that he gets a shit ton of ES. It's more like he's unkillable. He has, like, 1 billion defense.
No, yeah. But what I'm saying is the ES thing hits him less hard because nothing in this says anything about Guardian changing the amount of ES you get from mana. So... he's still going to be able to get a crap ton of mana.
Is now the best build in the game. Mana tank needed for all ES builds.
Yeah.